We're back at 7:22 with a very important issue. Bullying is a real problem for some children, and the incidence of bullying increases when it's a disabled child involved. So what can you do as a parent to help your child? Joining us this morning, Julie Swanson of Your Special Child to tell us what can be done. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Julie, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Bullying certainly not uncommon, but does the risk of bullying increase when there is a disabled child involved?
It absolutely does, and there are some things that we know, and that is that kids are less tolerant of other kids who think and act differently. So therefore, that includes a lot of kids who have disabilities.
Are there clues? How can you tell when that child is being bullied?
Yes, there are clues. Sometimes when a child isn't verbal, it may be a little more difficult to figure that out. But you can see perhaps they refusing to go to school. Their mood changes, their ability to relate to other people changes. And then if your child can speak, you should talk with your child and ask, what's going on at school? What's going on with your friends? And there are ways to tell.
And I would assume that there would be a lot of dread over going to school if that's the source of the problem. I'm sure children might show nervous feelings the night before about not wanting to go to school.
Sure, absolutely.
This has got to be very tough on parents. They must feel oftentimes helpless in wanting to help their child. What can parents do, or children themselves? Are there things that they can do?
Well, I think every parent who has a child with a disability should just be aware that their child may be at greater risk for being bullied. And that's really important information to have. And that if you suspect your child is being bullied, you can screen your child. How do you do that? Well, you can have the team, the special education team at the school get involved. And it's very important to monitor the child in unstructured settings. The hallway, the lunchroom, the school bus. These are places where typically bullying is done when people aren't looking so much.
And it's good to know that that sort of resource is available at school as well. Some parents might not be aware of that. Are there certain things that disabled children should not do or should avoid when it comes to being bullied?
Well, this is a difficult situation here because kids who are bullied and who have disabilities, many of them are less socially equipped. Their social skills are challenged. And so it's difficult for kids who are typically developed to handle bullying situations. So if you're a child with a disability, it's going to be even harder for you to navigate your way through that very complex social situation with another child who's bullying you. But yes, there are things that you can do, and that's why you need to get the team at school involved.
And you say children shouldn't just walk away from a situation. That's not the right thing to do.
You know what? It really doesn't work. It doesn't work unless peers are tolerant of kids with differences. Those strategies really won't work.
All right, a lot of good information. You also have a lot more information on your website, which, of course, we're going to link to ours, WTNH.com, so that folks can look on there if they do have more questions. But Julie Swanson, we want to thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
Once again this morning. Chris, let's send it back to you.